Hey guys, what's going on? It's Jordan here. I was thinking about making this video, especially for somebody that was interested in getting into like real estate photography, or maybe they were just looking for a lens choice. Maybe somebody wanted to get into landscape photography or even astrophotography. Something that I think is a really good option, especially if you don't want to buy, like I use Canon. So Canon makes a 10 millimeter to 18 millimeter for the crop sensor, which equivalently is 16 to probably like a 30 something, 28, 30, somewhere around there. But I actually picked this up. This is the Rokinon 10 millimeter f 2.8.
Take off.
And I've used this now for probably about a month. I actually got it on eBay for about $80. I actually got a really good deal on it. As far as I can tell, there's nothing wrong with it. There is maybe the smallest little lens scratch, but it's on like towards the edge, so you don't really notice it in any of your photos. But I picked this up because I like to do astrophotography, and as far as that goes, the 18 to 55 kit lens just wasn't cutting it. And although I do enjoy to use my 50mm prime lens for some astrophotography, this just captures a whole lot more. And for the price, you really can't beat it. New Rokinon sells them for like 350 bucks, I think. You can get them on Amazon. I haven't really used this a whole lot, but for the small amount of time that I have had this, this lens has come in handy more often than not, especially when I went on my trip to Denver. This was the other lens that I basically kept on my camera for the almost 2 weeks that I was there. I got some really awesome shots, especially landscape shots when you're going to some of the national parks. We were even in a part of Colorado, towards northern Colorado, near what I think it was like Copper Mountain and some of those other places up there. I would have to look at the map. I forget where it was exactly, but we pulled off the side of the road and we found like a little through street where there wasn't really any houses or anything, but I mean, it was pretty dark out, so we were able to do some astrophotography with this thing, and it got some pretty outstanding shots with it. So it's a fully manual lens. It's from f2.8 all the way up to an f22. So if you're doing landscape, you're probably going to want to set it around 8, if not higher. It has a minimum focusing distance on this of probably about 3/4 of a foot. You can actually get pretty close to a subject and still get everything in focus. It's a really heavy lens though. That's the one thing that I hate about it. I mean, this thing is probably well over a pound, if not more. But for what it is and what it can do, comes with an attached lens hood. So unless you're willing to sawzall that off, it pretty much stays attached. A very big lens too, especially if you're putting it in a camera bag. It's pretty bulky, but the main factor on this thing is the weight. But the nice thing with it is if you're vlogging with it, you can basically just hold it by the lens and vlog. So yeah, that's kind of my little review on the Rokinon f2.8 10mm. So if you're on a crop frame sensor, it's going to basically make it from a 10mm to a 16. But you get some really awesome shots with it, especially if you're looking for a wide angle lens. Don't pass Rokinon up. They're also, I think, owned by Samyang, and I mean, if you know anything about lenses, Samyang, even though they're not the most expensive lenses, I mean, for the quality and the price point, you get some really awesome glass. So if you're looking for a good piece of glass, I mean, I would definitely recommend this, especially if you're getting into real estate photography, or if you're doing landscape portraits, or even if you're just trying to do astrophotography, like I said. So give this a look up, check it out. Like I said, I got mine on eBay for probably about 80 bucks, and I had the girl that I purchased it from express ship it. So, but yeah, that's it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and I'll answer them as best as I can. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. I'm Jordan, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.